Today I'm going to show y'all how to take your party wings to the next level. It's perfect for game day, tailgates, whatever. They'll be super juicy, the flavor will hit you from inside and out. And to make sure they're super tender, we'll cook them low and slow and they'll have the perfect amount of smoky flavor. Just trust me, y'all gonna want to stay around for this. All right, y'all, I have some pork belly burnt ends going in the smoker right now. That's another story. Go check out that video. But today we'll be making smoked party wing with an Alabama white barbecue sauce. I'm telling y'all, it's fresh. Let's get into it. So first we want to get our party wings. You can get them already divided. These aren't, so we're gonna go ahead and separate them first. I hate when wings have those feathers on it, so I like to clean the chicken and remove them. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all clean y'all chicken or not. The choice is really yours. But there's a sweet spot between the flat and the drum. We're gonna get in between it, and you should be able to slice the drum from the flat every time. Again, you can get these wings already divided. I just like to divide them myself. And y'all let me know if y'all team flats or drums. All right, now that we have all our wings separated between flats and drums, we'll go ahead and put it into our marinade. Now our marinade is pretty straightforward. We'll go ahead and add our wings to a Ziploc bag. All right, the whole bottle of Italian seasoning. We'll go ahead and pop the top off so it can pour straight in there. This is where a lot of the flavor will come in at, and it pairs well perfectly with chicken. Then we'll use some hot sauce. They don't have a top on this one, so I'm gonna just have to squirt it in there like this. Let's say about a half a cup. Then we'll come with a little bit of Worcester, whatever sauce, W sauce. We're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of that. And then I love garlic paste. We're gonna go ahead, add in a little bit of garlic paste. It's about a tablespoon and a half. Now we're gonna let all the air out of here, close it off. Now we're gonna mix everything together to make sure every piece of that chicken gets well coated. Now we're gonna marinate our chicken for about 2 hours. You could go overnight if you want, but 2 hours minimum. If it's football season or something like that, you can marinate it overnight and then put them on the grill in the morning before the game starts. For now, we're gonna go ahead and let that marinate for a couple hours, and then we'll be back. All right, I know yesterday I said put it in the refrigerator for 2 hours to let it marinate, but we're in Louisiana and it really started raining right after the pork belly was done. So we had to go inside and we ended up marinating our chicken overnight, which is better, so now it's full of flavor. You never really know with Louisiana weather. It's supposed to be raining right now and there's not a cloud in the sky. So you just gotta go with what you got. So now that our chicken is nice and marinated, you wanna go ahead and add your favorite rub. This rub I made myself. I'll put the details in the description, so y'all check that out. Or just use your favorite rub. Go ahead and get some seasoning on the outside of the skin. Now that all the flavor is absorbed inside, we wanna make sure that we get some good flavor on the outside as well. We're gonna flip them over to make sure we get that other side. Our smoker is currently preheating right now. We're gonna want it at about 225 to 250 degrees. All right, now we're gonna hit up the other side. I always use low salt in my rubs so you can really get generous with the amount of seasoning that you put on it. Just remember, if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. Now, as far as the wood we're gonna use to smoke today, you wanna go with something like a pecan wood. In my opinion, hickory is gonna give you an overpowering smoke for wings specifically. I like hickory on other things like beef and pork. But for chicken, we want more of a milder smoke. So if you could get some pecan wood, go with that. If not, you can still use hickory. That's just my preference. Now that our wings are nice and seasoned on each side, we're gonna go ahead and throw it in the smoker for about 2 hours. Make sure you maintain the smoker at around 225 to 250. Your chicken party wings will be done once the internal temperature is around 165. If you're doing things like thighs, you can go up to 170. So I'm telling you it's about 2 hours, but always check chicken with an internal meat thermometer. Now while our wings are in the smoker, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the perfect dip for these wings. Whenever I'm making smoked wings, I love a good Alabama white barbecue sauce. It's not the traditional tomato-based barbecue sauce. It doesn't even look like barbecue sauce. It looks more like ranch. I'm telling y'all, it's fresh. Let's get into it. Now, as I said before, it isn't your traditional barbecue, so our base is mayo. Start off with about a cup, and my choice of mayo would be QP. I just love the way that flavor of QP tastes compared to other mayonnaises. Then we'll go with about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, about a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, About a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of honey, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. For a little extra depth of flavor, we're gonna come with some horseradish. This one is extra hot. Just add a little bit of kick to it. We only need about a teaspoon of that. Teaspoon of Worcester whatever sauce. A little bit of brown sugar to counteract that vinegar and mustard and horseradish. Add a little extra spice with a little hot sauce. This is optional. If you don't like it spicy, just use regular horseradish and not hot sauce as well. Then we're gonna add a little bit of garlic paste, about a teaspoon. Granulated garlic, about a teaspoon. Teaspoon of granulated onion. Put a little bit more than I should, but y'all get it. And then finally, some black pepper and kosher salt. We're gonna give this a good mixing. Loosen it up by adding a little bit more apple cider vinegar, but I think this is perfect right here. Give it a little taste test. That's delicious. And again, as I say with all of my recipes, you can always doctor it up to your preference. This is just perfect for me. I might even want it a little bit more spicier. So I'm gonna add a little hot sauce. This sauce was made popular by a man named Robert Lee Gibson in about the 1920s. They call him Big Bob Gibson because he was very large, 6'4", big guy. But he started combining mayonnaise with vinegar to make this new sauce that goes well with all type of barbecued chicken. All heroes don't wear capes. This flavor goes so well with that smokiness of that chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and refrigerate this until our wings are done. Now that the wings are ready, we're gonna toss some of them in our Alabama white barbecue sauce and some of them we'll just keep as is. Here's the drum. I'm more of a flats guy. I like the wings. Y'all leave in the comments which one y'all prefer. Now add some of our barbecue sauce and just give them a nice toss in that. Make sure they all well coated. And since this is mayo based, just like butter would, once this sits, it'll really soak in and it'll lose that white color and it'll be more glossy. There we go. That looks delicious. And these look so good, I went ahead and just threw all of them in that sauce. Just look at that. Yes, Lord. Now you could use this as a dipping sauce, but again, I just tossed them right on in there. It has beautiful color, it looks nice and juicy, and we good to go. These are easily the best wings I've ever had. I just want to show y'all how tender these are. Pull right off the bone, whole piece of meat. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm new to YouTube for the most part, so I really want to get into it more, and y'all let me know which videos y'all want to see some more of. And just like my name, y'all done.